being in your mid-20s is so hard, and I've come to the conclusion that TikTok is definitely not helping that. I was scrolling on my For You page, and I kid you not, one video was, you're in your mid to early 20s, now's the time to party, go out, be feral. And then I scroll one, and it's like, people think mid-20s is for being feral, but really, like, it's grind time, like. But then I run into the next problem where it's like, okay, if I'm not going out, then what do I do for fun? What is there to do? Go to dinner? Because I'm not in a relationship, so there's no, like, cute date nights I can go on. And that means I'm staying in the house, unless I just want to go to dinner every single weekend. But, like, that gets old. I don't know. I think the conclusion I've come to is that if I want to be Snooki one weekend, I'll be Snooki. And if I want to be Sophia Richie one weekend, I'll be Sophia Richie. And that's actually a really good answer. But I will say, the most fun I had was when I was in my Snooki era, and I loved going out. That was definitely the most memories that I still talk about today. But my mental health has never been better than me in my Sophia Richie era. So, you just really can't have it all, can you? I'm just laughing, though, because I know this is, like, one of those topics that, like, somebody in their 30s or that already, like, went through this is just, like, giggling at and watching and is like, oh, my God. What a minute problem to have. Like, this is such a mid-20s, early to mid-20s, like, problem. I was actually talking to one of my family members' girlfriends, and she asked how old I was, and I told her 23, and she was like, oh my God, I miss those years. Like, those were, like, my favorite times. And I'm like, I'm literally in an era that I'm gonna miss for the rest of my life, I feel like. Like, I feel like you always look back on your early to mid-20s, and you're like, wow, that was the time to be alive. So it's just, like, hard to feel like you're not doing enough to be making enough memories, but you also want to be, like, setting yourself up to have a good life in the future, you know? This is really pretty. This is from Elf. Or NYX. It's called NYX Butterglass. How pretty is that? I don't know. I feel like the final answer is, like, there's balance with everything, and you can't put too much pressure on, like, oh my God, am I going to be the party girl, or am I going to be a housewife at the age of 23, you know? You don't have to choose. You could be one weekend and one the next. And that's the fun of being in your early 20s.